Our planet is home to us all, a gift that sustains every life. But our actions are changing the earth. Pollution, deforestation, neglect, miscommunication leads to misunderstanding. We share one planet, but not always the same understanding. Ethics in communication matter. Unity in diversity. When we listen, we learn. When we learn, we grow. Education plants the seed of awareness. Lifelong learning nurtures ethical action. Teachers shape not just minds, but hearts. Our planet speaks. Are we listening? Together, we can make a difference. Green Voices Malaysia. Lifelong learning shapes the teacher's passion in achieving quality education. Good day, everyone. In this first part of my digital project, we will explore how ethical communication plays a vital role in promoting environmental issues, especially in a multicultural society like Malaysia. The topic is Bridging the Gap: Ethical Communication in a Diverse Society. Before we move on into the communication aspect, let us take a look at the main objective. The main objective here is to evaluate communication issues related to environmental awareness in Malaysia's multicultural context and show how lifelong learning and ethics can improve communication for sustainability. Communication plays a vital role in helping people share ideas, raise awareness, and take action, especially when it comes to environmental issues. However, when messages about the environment are not delivered effectively, the public may not fully understand their role in protecting our planet. In Malaysia, we are blessed with a rich mix of communities. According to the ethnic composition of Malaysia 2019, about 50% are Malay, 22% Chinese, 12% Bumiputra, 7% Indian, 1% others, and 8% non-citizens. This diversity makes our country unique, but it also brings challenges in how messages are shared and understood. Different groups may prefer different ways of receiving information. For example, younger generations often rely on social media platforms such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Telegram to get updates, while older generations may depend on more traditional channels like newspapers and the news. Therefore, understanding these communication preferences is essential in spreading environmental messages effectively to all Malaysians. One of the biggest communication issues we face today is misinformation. In our digital world, false or misleading information about environmental issues spreads faster than ever through platforms like social media, newspapers, and even televised news. For example, a social media post titled "No, Hurricane Milton was not engineered" in 2024 shows how quickly people can believe false claims about natural disasters being man-made. Another example is a conflicting headline from 2021. As catastrophes unfold, have our leaders got the message yet? Which shows how news outlets can present the same issue from different, sometimes confusing perspectives. According to the Ministry of Communication Malaysia, Our country is ranked 3rd in South Asia, with about 77% of Malaysians exposed to fake news online. This means misinformation is not a small issue, but a serious communication challenge that affects how people understand and respond to environmental problems. When people trust unreliable sources, they might ignore real environmental issues or even spread false information themselves. This weakens our collective effort to protect the planet because confusion leads to neglect. So, this is not just an information problem, it's an ethical one. As responsible communicators, we need to verify the facts before sharing and think carefully about the impact of every post, message, or headline we engage with. Another important communication problem in Malaysia is cultural and language barriers. Malaysians consist of Malay, Chinese, Bumiputra, Indian, and others. With such diversity, our country uses multiple languages: Malay, English, Mandarin, Tamil, and many indigenous languages. While this is something to celebrate, it can also make communication challenging, especially when messages are not delivered inclusively. For example, when environmental campaigns or government notices are written only in English or Malay, communities who mainly speak Mandarin, Tamil, or Iban may not fully understand the message. This can cause people to miss important information about recycling, waste management, or conservation. Cultural differences can also affect how people interpret messages. For instance, some communities may prefer indirect communication style, while others are more straightforward. A message that sounds persuasive to one group might sound rude or unconvincing to others. In short, effective communication in Malaysia isn't just about the language we use, it's also about cultural sensitivity. To reach everyone, environmental messages should be translated, simplified, and adapted to fit the local culture. This way, all Malaysians, regardless of their background, can understand and take action together. Communication and environmental issues are deeply interconnected. When communication breaks down, environmental actions often fail. For instance, in a multicultural country like Malaysia, cultural and language barriers can cause misunderstanding of key environmental messages. If a recycling campaign is only published in English and Malay, communities who mainly speak Mandarin, Tamil, or indigenous languages may not fully understand how to participate. As a result, participation rates drop, not because people don't care, but because they were never reached effectively. This miscommunication leads to low environmental awareness, and when awareness is low, fewer people change their habits like recycling, reducing plastic use, or joining cleanup projects. Over time, this contributes to environmental neglect like polluted rivers, unmanaged waste, and increasing carbon emissions. At the same time, the environmental issues themselves can make communication harder. When fake news spreads online, people become more skeptical of real environmental information, and conflicting headlines make it harder to know which source to trust. Misinformation doesn't only confuse people, it also divides them. Some may deny climate change, others may believe in conspiracy theories instead of science. When communication breaks down, collaboration breaks down too. Therefore, communication and environmental ethics must go hand in hand. Without clear, culturally inclusive, and accurate communication, it is impossible to build a united and environmentally responsible society. Ethical communication means more than just sending or receiving messages. It is about communicating truthfully, respectfully, and inclusively, making sure that every message we share builds understanding, not division. In a multicultural country like Malaysia, ethical communication requires us to respect diversity. For example, when we share information about environmental issues, we must ensure it is translated so that everyone, whether Malay, Chinese, Indian, Bumiputra, or non-citizen, can understand and feel included. It also means communicating based on facts and evidence. It is our shared responsibility to verify before we share. When people spread false claims, it causes unnecessary panic and distracts from real environmental solutions. Ethical communication, therefore, helps fight misinformation and rebuilds trust between the public, the media, and environmental organizations. When people trust the message, they are more likely to take positive action, such as joining cleanup programs, conserving water, or reducing plastic waste. At the same time, ethics in communication connects directly to the big idea. Lifelong learning shapes teachers' passion in achieving quality education. Teachers play a vital role in modeling ethical communication to their students. Through continuous learning, they stay updated with new communication tools such as social media, data visualization, or digital storytelling, and teach students to think critically before believing or sharing information. Ultimately, ethical communication isn't just about talking. It's about listening, learning, and reading with integrity. It reminds us that how we communicate determines whether we solve problems together or create more misunderstandings. Let's think critically about how environmental messages are communicated in Malaysia. While awareness is rising, the way we communicate still causes problems. A problematic way of communication includes using only one or two languages in campaigns, spreading unverified social media posts, and confusing headlines. These lead to misunderstanding and mistrust. An improved way of communication should be inclusive and factual. For example, translating messages into Malay, English, Mandarin, Tamil, and indigenous languages, using trusted platforms like social media and newspapers responsibly, and encouraging two-way interaction through workshops or campaigns. Presenting data through simple graphs or infographics also helps people understand real environmental impacts. When communication is clear and inclusive, it builds unity among Malaysians and inspires real environmental action. What we say and how we say it determines whether people are confused or motivated to protect our planet. Here are 3 ways we can bridge communication and environmental gaps ethically and effectively. First, create bilingual or multilingual eco-education materials. Environmental messages should be available in Bahasa Melayu, English, Mandarin, Tamil, and local languages such as Iban or Kadazan. For example, recycling posters or short educational videos can use subtitles in multiple languages. This helps ensure that all communities understand the same message and feel equally involved. When people understand, they are more likely to take positive action. Second, encourage responsible use of social media. It's important for students and teachers to practice digital literacy. Before sharing environmental content on social media platforms or even news articles, we should verify information through credible sources. Schools can hold digital ethics workshops to teach students how to spot misinformation. When communication online becomes responsible, the truth spreads faster than rumors. Third, organize intercultural sustainability projects. Schools and local communities can hold events like Green Unity Day, where students from different ethnic groups work together on recycling, tree planting, or upcycling workshops. During these projects, participants must communicate, share ideas, and learn from one another, which can strengthen both environmental and intercultural understanding. Such activities not only protect nature, but also build mutual respect among Malaysia's multicultural society. These three solutions highlight creativity, inclusivity, and critical thinking, showing how lifelong learning helps both teachers and students grow into more informed and ethical communicators for a sustainable future. Everything we've discussed today connects strongly to our big idea: lifelong learning shapes teachers' passion in achieving quality education. Teachers are lifelong learners who constantly adapt to new challenges, including communication and environmental issues. When they continue learning how to use digital media, verify information, and communicate across different cultures, they become role models for ethical and responsible citizenship. By improving their communication skills, teachers can reach students from various backgrounds more effectively. They can design inclusive lessons that make every student feel seen and heard, no matter their language or culture. At the same time, lifelong learning encourages teachers to connect education with real-world issues like environmental protection. When teachers show enthusiasm in teaching sustainability, students also develop the same awareness and passion to care for the planet. In this way, lifelong learning doesn't just shape teachers' knowledge, it shapes their hearts. It empowers them to communicate with empathy, lead with integrity, and inspire their students to become thoughtful, responsible members of a multicultural and environmentally conscious society. That is all for the communication part. I will see you in the environmental issues part later. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to the second part, which is the environmental issues part. In this part, I will be discussing on the environmental issues and ethical judgment. Environmental ethics remind us that every choice we make, from how we travel to what we consume, affects not just our environment, but future generations. In Malaysia, as development accelerates, the tension between economic growth and environmental care becomes more visible. Deforestation has taken away the lush green trees that once shaded our land. Water pollution has dirtied the crystal clear rivers that were once full of life. Air pollution has covered the beauty of our cities with a thick gray haze. These problems show us that our relationship with the environment is not just scientific, it's moral. To act ethically, we must understand the issues around us and our shared responsibility to protect the earth. Now, let's look at some of the main environmental issues in Malaysia today. In many urban areas, we can see large waste dumps that keep growing because of poor waste management. At the same time, plastic waste often ends up on beaches, harming sea life and making our coast look dirty. In many big cities like Kuala Lumpur, traffic congestion happens almost every day, and this leads to serious air pollution that affects people's health. If we look at the graph of estimated waste generation from 2019 to 2028, it shows a clear increase every year. This means that our waste problem is getting worse if nothing is done. These issues remind us that environmental ethics and awareness are more important than ever. Now, let's move on to the data analysis and ethical reflection. Based on the pie chart on the left, it shows emission sector contributions. Industrial activities were the biggest polluters, contributing 61% to air pollution in Malaysia. Proper waste management should involve analysis, collection, transportation, recovery, and recycling or disposal based on the diagram on the right. According to Shafi et al. 2022, air pollution in the Klang Valley has improved each year. Similarly, Othman and Latif 2021 reported that air quality also became better in major cities during the COVID-19 pandemic period. However, Krishnan et al. 2025 found that 54.7% of Malaysians still perceive the air as somewhat polluted and harmful. Meanwhile, Maseran and Safari 2022 showed that the severity of unhealthy air pollution events has reduced, especially around 2020. Goh et al. 2024 stated that carbon dioxide emissions from transportation make up 5% of Malaysia's total. On the other hand, Ritchie 2024 measured premature deaths per 100,000 people caused by air pollution, showing the serious health risks it possesses. Lastly, based on The World is Flooded with Plastic Waste 2024, packaging waste is the most rapidly increasing form of plastic pollution. Altogether, these findings remind us that while progress has been made, ethical responsibility towards cleaner air and better waste management must continue. Now, let's connect our findings to the big idea. Lifelong learning shapes teachers' passion in achieving quality education. As educators, our role is not only to pass on knowledge, but also to share values. When teachers practice lifelong learning, they continue to grow in their understanding of global issues such as pollution and waste management. This ongoing learning helps them teach students to think critically and act responsibly. Ethical education reminds us that every action has a consequence. For example, choosing to recycle, reducing single-use plastics, or supporting sustainable transportation. These small decisions can collectively bring a big change to the environment. Critical thinking also allows both teachers and students to question important issues such as how can schools balance progress and sustainability? How can cultural values like respect and care for nature guide our behavior? When teachers set this example, they inspire students to become environmentally conscious citizens who care about their surroundings. Through this, education becomes more than learning from books. It becomes a continuous effort to create a better, cleaner, and more ethical society. In short, lifelong learning keeps teachers motivated, keeps education meaningful, and keeps our planet alive. Now, let's explore some creative and ethical solutions for the environmental issues. Number 1. Establish eco-clubs in schools. These clubs can lead activities such as recycling, gardening, and river cleaning projects. Students can learn hands-on responsibility and teamwork. Number 2. Integrate environmental ethics across subjects. In moral education, discuss values like responsibility and respect for the environment. In science, explore the environmental effects of human actions. This cross-subject approach connects ethics with real-life applications. Number 3, launch digital awareness campaigns. Use social media platforms to share creative digital posters, short videos, and eco-friendly challenges. For example, the campaign #GreenVoicesMY could feature students' artwork or stories that reflect Malaysia's diverse environmental experiences. Number 4, encourage sustainable lifestyles in school communities. Teachers can start small initiatives such as Plastic-Free Week or Bring Your Own Lunchbox practices. Number 5, promote critical reflection through journals or blogs. Encourage students to write about their environmental actions and feelings. Reflection develops awareness and responsibility, which are the essence of lifelong learning. These creative strategies prove that education can be a catalyst for ethical change. This is all for the environmental issues part. Thank you for listening, and please remember that sustainability begins with awareness, grows through education, and lasts through lifelong learning. Thank you once again. As I reach the end of this project, I've realized that environmental ethics isn't just about saving trees or cleaning beaches. It's about how we think, how we speak, and how we care. I started by exploring communication issues, how messages about protecting the planet can sometimes be misunderstood or ignored. Then, I looked at the environmental challenges that surround us, from plastic waste to air pollution. But more importantly, I've learned that behind every problem, there's a question of values and awareness. When communication fails, environmental efforts fail too. Think about it. If people from different cultural backgrounds don't understand the same message, how can we work together for change? That's why ethical communication is the bridge between understanding and action. It helps us share our concerns, respect our cultural differences, and move toward one common goal, which is sustainability. And this is where the big idea connects everything together. Lifelong learning shapes teachers' passion in achieving quality education. As a future educator, I believe that learning never ends. Each lesson, each experience, and each student teaches us something new. Environmental ethics challenges teachers like us to think critically, to act responsibly, and to keep growing in knowledge and compassion. Passionate teachers don't just teach facts, they inspire change. We can show our students that caring for the environment is more than a duty, it's a way of life. Whether through recycling projects, digital storytelling, or daily classroom habits, we can turn ethical lessons into real actions. But change doesn't start in big conferences. It starts with us. Every small action matters, every voice counts. Whether you are a teacher, a student, or a member of the community, you can be part of this journey. Speak up for the environment, educate others, be aware of what you consume, and most importantly, keep learning. Because lifelong learning keeps our passion alive and our world sustainable.
We speak through the rivers, we whisper through trees. Our voices are carried by the soft ocean breeze. But words can be lost when we fail to hear the cries of the planet, so silent, so clear. Let's talk with kindness.